Also, as far as the TRT thing goes, I think you're looking at, you got some guys. You got Dan Henderson. You've got Todd Duffy. Those two guys are, been publicized. They have the exemption to be able to take testosterone, and they've never been caught. They've never been popped for anything. And there's a few people, I think if you do it right, we should never know about it, to be honest. We should never even hear about it. Something that I've heard got brought up. You think maybe if you do have the exemption for testosterone, maybe you should actually have to release that information to your opponent. What do you think about that? Keeping in mind there is privacy laws and stuff about releasing your medical records.
Um, I don't know. That's kind of like treading on rocky water. It's probably something they should do, just to let their opponents know, just out of respect. Um, would they ever? Probably not. I
Yeah,
don't see many fighters doing that, because that's kind of like, saying I have low testosterone in my body, so I need something. It's just not something that they're exactly going to be like, hey, I need it. Uh, I just think that if you get approved to take testosterone replacement, you they have to be monitored really a lot more closely than
yeah.
the
With
other people,
with blood tests.
with their blood
Yeah.
tests.
And around the week of the fight, you have to get blood tests. And in your training camp, you have to get blood tested.
Hmm.
Because that's the only way to make sure that you're not training with elevated levels.
Yeah.
And like you kind of pointed out, it doesn't even mean that the fighter is trying to cheat. That's not what we're saying at all. What it means is that maybe the doctor is a little bit incompetent, or maybe his body reacted differently. Everyone's going to react differently to these treatments, and your doctor can only be so accurate. But when it comes down to the number, every commission has a number that you got to hit, and if you're over, you can't fight. It's as simple
Yep.
as that. So, like you were saying, maybe a team of doctors that's been approved by the commissions. Maybe the commission should have a team of doctors, which they all do, but maybe they should watch the fighters a little more closely, or have a little closer relationship. I mean,
Yeah, I think that should fall down on the UFC side. I think the UFC needs to have two or three approved doctors in each state. That way, there's not one fighter that can be like, "Oh, I didn't know." If they're in Brazil, you get a couple there that you don't have. They're not employed by the UFC. They're just approved by them. Those are the doctors they want you to see. If you're going to be on their insurance, these are the guys that you have to go see. Because I
yeah,
mean, they all are insured now.
yeah.
So these are the guys that you have to go see. I mean,
That's a
those are
good
the ones
point.
that we approved. That's what you have to
I
have, and
think,
that way we know you're not talking to an incompetent retard that doesn't know what he's putting in yourself.
yeah.
I mean,
And I think it's a good. I think like it's a long shot. But it's a good idea. It's something that needs to probably happen, and at some point, it's probably possible. I
I
mean,
don't think it'd be that tough. I mean, you go to the guys like you're saying. Todd Duffy takes it,
yeah,
has never had a problem. He's obviously got a good doctor. There's one approved. You just kind of go off
yeah,
what you already know, build on that. That doctor is obviously good. He can recommend other doctors in other states. It's a close community. It really wouldn't be that much work for them to say, these are the approved guys you have to see if you want to be on our insurance. If you don't, peace.
yeah, yeah. It's a good point, and I think that's a great place to end the show. Thank you for coming on and doing this guest spot for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully next week we'll have you in. And James, thank you. Donovan, thank you.
No problem, man.
Definitely next week we're gonna be back. We're coming back with more breakdowns, news, everything that's coming up. Look out for
Full
my
force.
yeah, full force. We're coming out. We got some articles coming up on the blog. Stay tuned to that. This is going to be posted on our YouTube page and put up on our blog, and we're going to put it everywhere. Spread the word. Thanks for listening.
Like
And
it, favorite.
yeah, everything.
Helps us out a lot.
Tweet it.
Yeah, tweet it, Facebook it, everything. Twitter, Facebook, put it all on there. Thank you for
Tweeter.
listening,
Tweeter.
and we'll definitely be back. Thank you guys for being on, and thank you for listening.